Today, we're obviously doing something a little bit different. I have a special guest and a special location that CUTEservatives are going to drool over. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics on the road. Let's go! On the outside, this looks like a normal RV. On the inside, it's anything but. The girl who lives in here is actually a professional ballerina and a CUTEservative. Let's see if she's home.
Hey CUTEservatives, I'm Ariana and welcome to the Dream House.
All right, show us around.
So this is where I live. We renovated our RV, my husband and I, and we just wanted to create a space that we could be really creative in and do lots of fun projects. So we made these chairs, basically my dream chair. I love having fuzzy rainbow colors everywhere. It just makes me very happy. We put the floor in, which is a photo of the sky, and it just is incredible to look at all throughout the day. It seems like it almost changes colors thanks to our little decals on the windows. We have rainbow prisms that come in sometimes, so that's just adding to the magic. Of course, everyone needs unicorn curtains, so, you know, it's just a must if you have an RV. My husband put this really beautiful sheet metal down, and we put these little magnetic butterflies on just to, you know, give you some fantasy vibes. I love our silverware. It's adorable. Just like little rainbow magic. Even our shot glasses and coasters, you know. There's definitely a theme here. We put in a toaster instead of a microwave because we're very healthy people. You'll also see we took out the TV because we don't need any fake news. This is where my cat sleeps and just kind of like lords over us. She's a queen. We have a ton of storage, which is perfect for all of the little knickknacks. And you can see this space is pretty big, so I'll move the table and I'll actually do a lot of my training right here. I just put this rug over there because I'm a professional ballerina and I have to train every single day, just keep in shape for the performances and things that I need. Our fridge is really big, which is great because I do eat a lot of food as a dancer. Our fridge, it's fully stocked and it's amazing. I'm actually shocked.
Your water pitcher pink?
Yeah, even the water is pink. I mean, anything we see that could be pink is pink. You can come and check out our bathroom. I love our bathroom so much. These glamour lights in the bathroom really make it everything for me. So you'll see these little rechargeable LED lights. I just think everyone needs good lighting, especially if you're gonna do your makeup. Our unicorn soap, you know, it even has sparkles in it. And then our shower is actually larger than most RV showers because the people who had this before us decided to just make it bigger. Yeah, our cat food is in there right now just because, you know. Then this is our bedroom. Now, we had some shelves of storage up here that we took out. We wanted to make a little lair for our cat. So my husband put this little bubble thing in, and my cat Gelsey loves to just sit there and be a little princess. We originally were gonna use this rainbow fabric for our driver's seat chairs, but when we saw the fuzzy pink, we thought it would be better to just accent it with this rainbow fabric, and you know, having fuzzy rainbow walls is just like hilarious when you wake up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, well, thank you guys so much for coming with me on my tour of my Barbie RV.
Get in, cuties! We want to live in a government!
You shouldn't drive, maybe ever.
Okay, I feel like we are two peas in a pod in here. I've never felt more at home in someone else's home.
I'm so glad. I think it was just meant to be that you're here right now.
I do too. Okay, so you live in here?
I do. I live in here. It's been about 2 months since my husband and I moved in, and it's been fantastic, honestly.
So when did you decide that you were going to be moving full-time into an RV?
When did we decide? I mean, it's actually been a dream of my husband and I for many, many years. We're from California, and living there is super expensive, and we were sick of our money going into rent and not being able to really like create the lifestyle that we wanted. And he got sick, and we had to move in with his parents. We were there for 4 years, and during that time, it was really hard for us to overcome financially, and we just kept thinking, you know what, we want to be somewhere where we can have opportunity and be free and not be kind of tied down to one place. And then when this quarantine, you know, COVID and everything happened, it just, God opened the door, and here we are.
And so what does your husband, speaking of him, think about living in an all-pink palace like this?
I know, a lot of people actually ask me that, and they're like, what is your husband doing, you know, all this all pink? And he's a very masculine man. He has a very, like, I don't know, tough look to him.
Well, he's all tatted up.
Yeah, tats and a mohawk and everything. It's funny to see people's reaction, but he is so all about really whatever I want. I'm so spoiled and so blessed. He knew that this lifestyle would be amazing, but he also knew that if I was gonna really love it, it has to look amazing. I mean, and I'm obsessed with pink. And so he knew he could probably take me anywhere as long as it looked glamorous. And he's right. I mean, I watched him renovate the whole thing in 5 weeks, and it really blew me away to see what he was capable of. And we didn't really plan everything to match so well, so it was also just like incredible watching.
Well, that's what I was wondering, was how in the world did you decide to go with an all pink theme? Did you know going in, like, if I'm redoing an RV, all pink, or?
Oh yeah. We actually prayed and thanked God for our pink RV for the past 4 years. Like, we were like, thank you, God, for our pink RV. And so when we got this RV, we found it on Craigslist, and the woman who was selling it to us, she didn't know anything about our plans, and she said, yeah, I'm selling this because I want to downsize, and I want to get an RV, and I want to paint it pink with stars on the ceiling like the Dixie Chicks song. And I was like, that's what we're going to do with this RV. Like, that's so crazy. And since then, we've sent her photos and stuff, and she's been amazed at the transformation of it.
And so where all have you actually traveled in this?
Well, our first trip we went to Idlewild, which is up north in California. It's really beautiful, like mountains. This is our second big trip, and we just went all throughout Arizona. I got to see the Grand Canyon for the first time.
Did you love it?
And it was incredible, yeah. I was just really startled by the girl that was taking a selfie on the other side of the railing, and that was my first, I don't know, big moment.
Influencers
and I was just
in the
like,
wild.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I was like, ah. I was more frustrated about her personally than the Grand Canyon. I was like, okay, focus, like enjoy the moment.
You've heard of people doing it for the gram. You're like, I didn't know they did it for the gram.
Right. She's like sitting wedged between two rocks.
Oh my gosh.
And she's just trying to get the perfect selfie.
And so what's next on the list for where you're wanting to go looking forward?
I want to go everywhere. I want to travel all over the U.S. One of my main goals with the RV was to create my own performances throughout the U.S. And so I also have family in Florida, so I'm really excited to go there. And there's a ballet company there that I've been wanting to work with, so
you brought up the ballerina thing, and besides being like Joanna Gaines in the mobile world, you're also a professional ballerina. Take us from the beginning with that.
From the beginning, I started dance when I was 3. My mom was a ballet dancer, and I felt so connected to ballet and that art form that I told everyone at 3 that I was going to be a professional dancer. And I just felt like I knew my calling. I didn't know the path. I didn't know, what it really took then, but I just was so obsessively in love.
Well, and I think a lot of us growing up, I feel like when I was 3, I probably also said, I want to be a ballerina, but you actually did it. And I think for girls, a lot of times that seems like such a fantasy carear. Like, people really do grow up to be professional ballerinas. And not only do you dance, but you're also conservative.
Yes, I am a ballerina that happens to be conservative, and there's very few of us. There's a lot more, I think, that don't want to speak out, mostly because of the fear that it might affect their profession, But for me, I've always been conservative, and I haven't felt very confident to talk about those beliefs because I really just didn't have the tools. When it came to really influencing others to be better people, I felt like there was kind of a hole missing in my life. I could help someone work really hard. I could help someone, reach their goals in the dance sense. But then who are they as a person, and why does all this matter?
And what happened when you finally decided to come open? How long ago was that? And then what was the response within your industry?
When I first, came out as a conservative was when Turning Point asked me to be an ambassador, which I've also been praying for years, and it was one of those things that I was kind of feeling stuck because I put myself into this industry that I didn't really align with morally, yet at the same time, I didn't want to lose everything I had worked for because I've always had these conservative values. So I felt like I needed an organization that could be greater than the one that I built, so I could latch on to and they could help bring me out of this kind of place I felt stuck. When I connected with the Turning Point, all I thought I was going to do is come to Arizona and give you guys a tour of this RV.
Little did she know. AlexClark heard, she was like, we're going in.
It's not even like I'm trying. I'm just like, even you. I'm like, wait, how did I get here? Like,
and now we found each other. It's true. It's a fatal attraction. Okay, so I have a really bizarre question. Did you grow up being as obsessed with Titanic as I was?
Oh, no.
Have you seen the movie?
I wasn't allowed to watch it till I was like 14.
Makes sense, because there is some naked ladies.
Nudity.
Okay, well, so do you remember the part where Jack and Rose are down in the very bottom of the ship and they're dancing?
Oh, yeah.
And she gets up on her tippy toes.
Oh, yeah.
Just total tippy toes. No ballet shoes or anything, just like that. Can you do that? Do you think you could do that?
That's like a horrible part. First of all dancers cringe at that moment. Let's just say, like, she's just like,
But
that's not how it is.
It's fascinating. Okay, so you can do that, but probably just with ballet shoes on.
But I don't look like I'm levitating, no. And it's with point shoes. Our shoes have a box in them. I mean, my feet are strong. Like, I could probably do that for a second, but it isn't like in the movie, unfortunately.
I know.
I don't want to let you down.
I used to, when I was little, I would try to do that, and I could not do it. Okay, so I'm dying to see you dance. Do you think that you could show us a few moves?
Bring it on me. Okay. Yes. I could teach you a move.
Okay, let's do it. Now, I'm going to tell you, I am horrible at dance. Horrible.
Really?
Yes.
Like you could be very graceful.
That's what everybody thinks, and then I'm really just not. But but I would love for you to kind of show me a few things. I've never gotten to be taught by a real ballerina.
Oh my gosh, let's do it.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
So, this is the first lesson, is just how to stand on point. Now, you would probably be training for a long time before you get point shoes, and you have to make sure your feet the bones are developed, so you wait till you're 12.
Yeah, I feel like my toes are going like this in these shoes. I've never felt anything like it.
Well, you'll get used to it after about a year.
Okay.
And a lot of blisters. Then you don't get pedicures because the callus will ruin all your hard work.
And how long do these ballerina shoes last you?
14 hours. That's the saddest part, is that these shoes are all mostly handmade. They last about 14 hours because your sweat breaks down the glue in the shoe. And you also don't want a really, really hard shoe because you're trying to actually work your foot through it. So it's like it gets perfect and then it dies.
Oh my gosh, okay. Well, thank you for letting me take a few minutes off the life of these bad boys.
Yeah, no problem. So you're going to prop your foot up on point and you'll feel the box. It's very flat, right?
Okay,
And so put your weight on that. We would normally have a bar. Very sorry. So let's try. Keep this elbow in front of you.
I feel like my toes are going to break.
The more that this elbow's in front of you, your back will be strong and you won't feel like you're toppling over. So shoulder down. Do you feel like that? Yeah. Push against me. There.
Okay.
So you want to stay like this posture while you're going up. And you're going to press into the floor and go up with your other foot. You can hold on.
Okay.
And try going up. Good. Now straighten your legs, back your knees. There. Elbow forward more. There. Do you feel more secure when your elbow's forward?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm a ballerina.
Now dance.
Now dance. Dance for the monkey. Okay.
So another step you can learn, we won't do it on point, is just an arabesque. It's one of the most popular ballet moves. And when you're auditioning for ballet companies, they always ask for an arabesque photo. That's how they can kind of see if you're good or not in just one moment. So you're going to, let's do a little stretch. Just follow me. You're going to take this foot, push into your hand, and then just slowly bring your leg up the best you can.
Okay.
Good. Now let's try the same thing but with the opposite hand.
Okay.
This one really keeps your back square. So the same foot, left foot. Now push into your hand. Keep pushing, push. Good. Ooh! Do you feel that stretch?
Oh, I'm feeling it.
Okay, so now we're a little bit more warmed up. We're ready to do our arabesque.
Okay.
So arabesque is when we lift our leg to the back and we keep both shoulders up and then our arms stretch out like that. So what I want you to first do is just your arms. We'll do the legs second. One arm is outstretched from your shoulder and this one we'll keep holding there. That's perfect. Resist down. Yes. Now you're gonna bring this leg up the best you can by resisting. So push arms down, and now point that bottom foot. Yes! Beautiful arabesque. And you'll look over your front hand.
Okay.
And we'll lower the hand. Actually, lower it under there.
Ooh.
Perfect. Now I'll do it too. Ready? Push down on me. Yay!
I feel like this is definitely Rose and Jack. Right here.
That's your Titanic moment.
This is all the Titanic moments.
Amazing job.
Thank you.
My little student. Oh, and a curtsy,
Okay.
So we'll bring our arms, this is 5th position. They're both rounded over our head. And our knees are together. And one leg is pointed behind our other.
Okay.
We're going to let our head be the last thing to go because we're very gracious. Thank you so much. Bow your head. And now your head is the last thing to come up. Slowly come up. Good job. So let's try it together.
Okay.
One little plie curtsy. Arms just come out. And you slowly come up. And hold your arms out here. Perfect. So this would be just like how you were after a show.
Oh, ta-da.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Like this episode to support fellow CUTEservatives in the arts. Leave a comment. Would you live in a pink RV like this? What did you think of my dance moves? Okay, maybe don't comment what you thought of my dance moves. Ariana, where can they find you to support you?
You can find me on Instagram at Ariana Dewing, and same thing YouTube, Ariana Dewing.
We are back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm AlexClark.
And I'm Ariana Dewing.
And this is POPlitics. Let's go! Woo! Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the conservative. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.